Hi, welcome back. For today's look, I'm going to be doing a soft glam look with brown eyeliner. I don't really ever wear black eyeliner anymore, so if I'm in the mood to wear eyeliner, this is usually what I do, and I actually use eyeshadow. So let's get into it. So for complexion today, I'm going to be starting off with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Lotion, and this is in the shade 903, and this is kind of like my primer for the day, and it does give you a little bit of glow as well. So I'm gonna top my skin tint on over this, and this is kind of my base. All right, now I'm gonna go in with this. It's the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. I have the shade 4. I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my fingers and then just dot it around my face. And then I'm going to use this It Cosmetics brush. I don't know the name of it because everything is worn off, but I will link it down below. And I'm going to blend it out with the brush. And I found that with this product, to get the smoothest finish, using a brush does work best. Okay, now I'm going to go in with some concealer, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal today, and my shade is Porcelain. So I'm going to run that on the inner corners of my eye. And so it's like a squeezy tube, and it comes right off the top like that. But I'm gonna put some on my corner and then the other side. And then I like to do a little bit on my nose and chin, and then any imperfections that I have. Now I'm gonna go in with a sponge and just blend all of that out. And then I'm going to take the excess concealer around my eyes and just kind of bring that up on my lid, just for a little bit more coverage on my lid. And it kind of works as a primer for my eyeshadow and eyeliner that I'm going to put on later. Next up, I'm going in with some cream bronzer. I'm going to be using this one today by Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick in the shade Light Medium. And mine is actually broken. It won't go up anymore. So I just take a brush, a flat brush, and I dip it into the product and then put it on my face, right where I normally do my cream bronzer. And honestly, it's kind of nice because it helps me be very precise in where I'm putting the product. And for my nose contour, it helps that be very precise. And now I'm going to take a little bit of this too and put it on my eyelid, kind of like the outer half is where I'm going to focus it. And then I'll blend that out later when I blend the rest of the product out. Okay, and then to blend that out, I'm going to be using the brush that I normally use, just a fluffy angled brush. And I'm going to tap the product in and blend it out all around my face. And I always like to bring some down on my jawline just to kind of make it look more snatched. Now to blend out the nose contour, I'm going to be using this brush that I usually use, dual ended by Tarte, and I'm going to use this fluffy angled side and focus that in on my cream bronzer on my nose, and then bring that up into the second half, or the first half, I guess, of my eye, just to kind of bring it all together and make it look as seamless as possible. Now I'm not going to blend out the outer corner yet. I'm just focusing on my nose contour, and I'll blend the other side out with a different brush. Now for the outer corner, I'm going to take this fluffy eyeshadow brush. I think it's from Morphe. I don't know what number it is. I've had it for a really long time. But I'm just going to kind of buff out that cream bronzer all over my eye and then bring it out up towards my temple. And you can blend out your cream bronzer if you put it in your eye with a sponge or with your normal contour brush, but since I am doing an eye look today, I want it to be more precise, so that's why I'm using an eyeshadow brush instead of like a bigger brush that isn't as precise as an eyeshadow brush. Now I'm going to go in with some cream blush, and today I'm going to be using this one by e.l.f. This is the shade. These are the e.l.f. putty blushes, and this is the shade Tahiti. I'm going to be going in with my normal brush. I'm going to dip into the product. I feel like you really have to work your brush in these kind of to get a lot out, but take that and then just dab it on my cheeks. And I always bring it up towards my temple. And these blushes are really nice. They have a really pretty finish. It's not really matte, I wouldn't say, but it also isn't super dewy. It's just like a very soft finish. And a little bit on the nose. For powder products, I'm first going to go in with bronzer, and this is the one that I'll be using today. It's by Essence. It's the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade 1 Natural. And I just got this, but I love how big the pan is. You get so much product and for such a good price. And it smells so good. It smells like tanning lotion. But the brush I'm going to be taking for that is this like domed fluffy brush from Real Techniques. It's called the blush brush, but I use it for bronzer. I'm going to dip into that and then put this all where I put my contour. So on my cheeks and my forehead. And then I'll take a little bit and just brush it on the jawline. And same thing for the other side. And then I'll take a little bit and just run it on my nose where I put the cream bronzer. Now for a powder blush, I'm going to be using this one by e.l.f. These are the e.l.f. I don't know what they're called. They're like the e.l.f. bite-sized duos, I think is what they're called. And this is the shade Lychee. And this is just like a dark mauvey pink color. And then a highlighter on the other side. So I'm going to go in with this brush. This is by It Cosmetics. And I'm just going to dip into the blush and kind of tap it on my cheeks. While I'm here, I'm also going to go in with this highlighter and take this in a pointed brush. This is by Alamar Cosmetics. And I'm just going to go in with that. And this kind of does have a lot of fallout, so I like to tap my brush off and then go in on the high points. I'm not going to do anything on my eye today. I'm just going to do above the brow bone and my cheeks. And then the tip of my nose and bridge of my nose. But this stuff is pretty pigmented. But look at all the fallout on the pan. So you do have to be kind of careful that you don't get it everywhere. But it is very glowy for sure. Okay, now for the best part of this look, the eyes. I'm quick going to go in and do my eyebrows. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil. This is what I always use every time I do my eyebrows. It's by e.l.f. And then I'm going to top it off with the NYX The Brow Glue as brow gel. Eyebrows are on, so now I'm going to go in with eyeshadow. And as far as eyeshadow with this look, I actually keep it pretty simple. I'm going to just go in with one color all over and top it over that brown cream bronzer that I used. That kind of is the base of the eyeshadow look, so I don't really need much more on top of that. So I'm just going to use one other color and then do the eyeliner. So the eye look is pretty simple altogether. It's only a few products. So I'm going to take the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes eyeshadow, and I'm actually going to go in with this brown color right over here. And I'm just going to take this eyeshadow brush and dip into the product a little bit. And I like to go in pretty light-handed and then just kind of work that all over my lid and on the outer part of my eye. But like I said, that cream bronzer already gives my eyelids a lot of color, so I don't really need much on top of that to bring this look all together. This kind of just makes it pop a little bit more and brings in some more brown tones in the eye color. So I just focus that in the crease and then kind of the outer corner of my eye. And I always like to bring it up towards my temple. Alright, for the eyeliner, I'm actually going to be going in with this brown eyeshadow right here. This is the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow in the shade Cream and Sugar. And I'm taking this really deep brown color right here, and I'm going to apply it with this really tiny, fine, angled brush. And this brown eyeshadow, and actually all these eyeshadows are so pigmented. These bite-sized e.l.f. eyeshadows are the shit. They're so nice. So I definitely recommend them, and they're like $3. For the eyeliner, I take a little bit of that dark color and put it on my brush. And I'm going to do this eye so you can see it better. But I'm going to start with the outer corner and just work that in there and then make my wing however far out I want it to go. And then I'm going to take the rest of the product and just kind of lightly run it across the bottom of my lid and kind of smudge it out. This doesn't have to be super precise. I kind of like it to just look smudged and not like drawn on with like a pencil. So it kind of gives like a smoky vibe. And then I will dip back in a little bit just to kind of bring it down on the inner corner of my eye. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And now for this, to make the wing more precise, I just take my finger and I draw a line with the wing. And I like using eyeshadow because if you mess up, you can just kind of wipe it away with your finger, but it's really easy to move around. So I just kind of drag that along and then create that point that I want on the wing. So that's what it ends up looking like. So it's not like extremely precise, but it's very light and it looks good and it's super easy to do. And it's way easier to work with than if you're using like a black liquid liner that dries down really quick. And you can even take like a clean brush, like a very fine, clean brush, and like drag it to make your wing more precise. Sometimes I do that too, but I like to use my finger mostly. There is the soft brown eyeliner. It doesn't take very long, and like I said, it's super, super easy to work with. So it's way less stressful than using black eyeliner, in my opinion. I can never get it right on the first try or get them to look even, so I'm always wiping it off and going back. So that's why I found that using brown eyeshadow as eyeliner works amazing. Then just to finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in and curl my lashes and then top it off with some mascara. And the mascara that I'm going to be using today is the mascara that I always use by e.l.f. The e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara. This is what the wand looks like. It has really fine bristles on it. Those little fine rubber bristles, but it lengthens my lashes so good. And I love it. And it's also very affordable. I think this is like $6. I got mine at Target, but I think they sell it on Amazon and Ulta and probably really any drugstore, Walmart, Meijer, anything like that. A little bit on my eyelid. So I'm just gonna run my eyeshadow brush over that to kind of cover it up. And then I like to go in on my bottom lashes as well. And last but not least, I'm going in with lips. And today for lip liner, I'm using this one by NYX. This is the shade London. It's just like a nude brown lip liner. And then to top it off, I'm going in with this NYX lipstick. This is the shade Dainty Days in the Suede Matte Lipstick. Alright, here we are, my soft glam look with a little brown eye moment. And the hack that I like to use to achieve eyeliner without using actual eyeliner, but using eyeshadow instead. Let me know if you prefer using eyeshadow to do your eyeliner over liquid eyeliner or like a traditional eyeliner pencil, because I do. Even if I do black eyeliner, I like to use a black eyeshadow and instead of normal eyeliner. I feel like it's just so much easier to work with. But I hope you like this video and thank you so much for watching. Bye!